Okay, just joking. Where did I just come from? Why was I so angry? What did I just do? Did I just stub my foot somewhere? Did I just get a bad something in the mail? Did I just find out that I don't have any bread to make a great turkey sandwich that I've been dying to have? The moment before. That's what we're about to talk about right now. Ready? Let's start off with the definition, shall we? The moment before, the moment before. In Larry Moss's Intent to Live, he defines the moment before as the event immediately preceding the time entering the stage, or the moment before the director yells action. In Ivana Chubbuck's book, The Power of the Actor, she defines it as the event that happens before you begin the scene and that gives you the place to come from both physically and emotionally. I like to blend these two definitions together. In this video, as always, we're going to be talking about the who, what, where, why, and how, all that sort of stuff. We're going to be talking about how it was created, how to apply it, who made it, why it was created, and all that sort of stuff. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Okay, let's begin. So the Stanislavski system, right? It always goes back to Stanislavski. That is really, the moment before was sort of created by him. He didn't want people to come out on stage like they had done before. We know why it was created, in order to give actors a more truthful experience on stage and to represent a place of a prior story that was happening before entering onto the stage. It gives the character more life, and it gives them a place from where they're coming and also where they're going to go. So to simplify it for you guys watching here, when we're talking about what the moment before is, it is when you're looking at the script and you've already gone through the given circumstances, and when you're working to flesh out the character and make it more rich and the performance more vibrant, you want to use your imagination to come up with where that character just came from. Sometimes the given circumstances will tell you, and if that's the case, you know, and you can just apply that. But other times, a decent amount of times, you will have to make that up on your own. One of the techniques that I loved while reading was in Uta Hagen's book. She talks about making the moment before the complete opposite of what is about to happen on stage. So for example, let's say you are coming onto stage and you are just about to find out that one of your parents has died of a heart attack and is laying in the living room, right? Uta Hagen recommends that your moment before should be something like, you just found out that you got the promotion and you're coming in the door to tell your parent that the great news that now you can afford to buy them that treatment that they needed for their heart attack, right? I mean, for their heart condition. You're elated, you're ecstatic, you're excited, you're happy. Maybe even you brought some donuts in because it's a joke, right? That the fact that your parent is on a diet and they shouldn't really be eating that sort of food. So you're coming in with donuts, you're in a joking, great mood that you can finally find, and then you open that door and you see that it's too late. The reversal, the powerful moment, the stakes, all those sort of things. And sometimes you won't be able to do that because, once again, the given circumstances will not allow you to do that because it'll tell you where you're coming from. But a lot of times, try and pick the polar opposite so you can have a place to go and you can add levels into your performance. You cannot telegraph what is going to happen in that scene. So whether it's your parent has passed away of a heart attack or you win the lottery in the scene, regardless, you have got to have the moment before where you make sure that you're coming in focused and blocking out what is happening in the future. You play in the moment. And a practical technique that you can use to do that, if you are playing a scene where there's a big reveal or there's a huge discovery or you want to be surprised, is to use your senses. I like to, like if I'm coming in and using a door, I like to, when I grab the door, really feel the door and focus on the door before I enter, and really immediately use your eyes to scope out the room, maybe even sense the smell of what's happening, and see if you can hear anything. Use your senses to ground you so that you're not preconceiving what it is, because you've read the script, right? You know what's going to happen. Particularly for film, it's tough because you're going to have to do this over and over again, multiple takes, and you know that the next shot that you guys are about to film is the big reveal that you know you're about to get proposed to, or something like that, right? So use your senses to ground you so you can make that moment before as a great jumping off point for going into the scene. Should you always be creating the moment before on your own, or should you talk to a director about it? You should always make the choice ahead of time and go into a rehearsal or an audition having made that choice without asking anyone. That's part of our responsibility as an actor, and our joy, really, to have that creativity to make a fully fledged moment before. However, we must remember that most of the time, almost all the time, we truly have to honor the script. And so if it's saying something like, you know, your character comes in and is carrying roses and chocolates, you by the context clues, you more than likely aren't coming in a terrible mood, unless the dialogue says otherwise. Do you always need one? Is it always necessary to have a moment before? And the answer is yes. You should always, you really should always create some sort of life that was happening outside of the stage or outside of yelling the scene that you can bring into the production, and or else otherwise it doesn't look right. Let me show you an example, actually. To be or not to be. Okay? To be or not to be. I don't know if that was a good example or not, but we'll keep going here. A quick note about audition moment before we finish up here is that you really don't want to take too much time with it. Maybe you about 2 seconds. Casting directors don't have time for you to do some improv off stage and get all riled up and then come in and then sit down in the chair. On stage, you can do whatever techniques that you want in order to rile yourself up, or if it's an intense scene, and then you step out on stage, right? It's a little bit different for film. And so I do want to make that distinction. For film, you really want to have it internalized, have it very meaningful for you. If you have any examples, maybe in your own self-tapes, or if you see like something online from a friend or a celebrity or something like that, and you want to really pick apart, what would this person's moment before be? Or if you have material that, say, you're working on and you want help with creating a strong moment before for that, just put that in the comments below, and I'm happy to go through them and reply. Make sure to like and to share these videos, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching.